Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear audience, we all know that dream interpretation is not an easy task. It's not a childish game. That every layman cannot interpret dreams. Is it right, Mr. Gulfam?
Yes.
Because it depends upon situations and it vary from person to person who is dreaming, right? So sometimes a person who is having good dream may have bad interpretation, and a person who thinks that he has bad dream, he can have very good interpretation of that dream. So Mr. Gulfam, I want to ask you that many people, they see themselves happy in the dream. Sometimes they see themselves, they are offering prayer, or sometimes they are calling for prayer. So these are good activities, right? They do in their dreams. So do all these things are related to good interpretations, or is there any chances that the good dreams have bad interpretations?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So as you said, Mr. Salman, dream interpretation is not an easy thing. It's really a complicated task. And when we interpret a dream, we take into consideration the gender of the dreamer, the age of the dreamer, and we come to know all the context to interpret a dream. So sometimes in dream interpretation, things work on contradiction, and sometimes a person is having a good dream, but the interpretation is not good. And sometimes this person having a bad dream, but its interpretation is very good. So there are some dreams that the dreamer think that it's a really good dream for me, but the interpretation is really shocking. For example, if someone is calling for prayer in the dream, or if someone sees someone is calling in the dream, calling for prayer in the dream, so it's not a good dream for him. A man came to Imam Ibn Sirin. Imam Ibn Sirin was an expert in dream interpretation, and a man came to him and he said that I saw in the dream that I'm calling for prayer, so what does it mean? So what is its interpretation? Then Imam Ibn Sirin looked at him from top to toe and he said, you will be blamed for theft. You will be blamed for theft. He said, why? So Imam Ibn Sirin said, according to your situation and taking all the things, all the context into the consideration. And Imam Ibn Sirin quoted a verse from Holy Quran, from chapter Yusuf. أيتها العير فأذن مؤذن أيتها العير إنكم لسارقون. So if the person, if he is not a good person, if someone who is not obeying Allah Almighty in his life, if that kind of person, if he has a dream of prayer call, so it means he will be blamed for theft. And if the person is good and he obeys Allah Almighty, he offers his prayers and he recites Holy Quran and he's a virtuous and pious person, so if he sees someone is calling for prayer in the dream, so it means he will have a chance to visit holy shrines. He will have a chance of pilgrimage of Holy Kaaba. So this is the interpretation. If someone is calling for prayer in the dream, so it means he will be blamed for theft. So that is not a good dream for him.
All right. So the dream depends upon the situation of the person, of the dreamer.
Situation of the person, and time of dream is also important in interpretation. For example, if you have a dream after Fajr prayer, so it's not likely to occur according to the dream. But if you have a dream at the Hajjud prayer, at the time of the Hajjud prayer, so there's a possibility to happen the interpretation of that dream. So there is another dream that the dreamer will think that it's a really good dream for me, for him, but that's not good. For example, if someone sees himself happy in the dream, and as he's enjoying, he's entertaining, and he's in a jolly mood in the dream, so that dream is not good for him. Imam Jafar Sadiq says that if someone sees himself in the dream that he is very much happy, and the cause of happiness is not known to him, so the person will get a big sorrow. He will encounter a big problem. And Imam Ibn Sirin is of the opinion that if someone sees himself happy in the dream, so there is a possibility of his death. His death is imminent. he may die soon. So seeing happy in the dream, so it's not a good omen, it's not have good interpretation, and it may be an indicator for the dreamer's death. And there is another dream that has a shocking interpretation. If someone has a dream that he is offering prayer in the dream, so apparently it's a good thing, because prayer is one of the obligatory things of religion, and it is the commandment of Allah Almighty to offer 5 times prayer a day. But if someone sees himself in the dream that he's offering prayer, so that's not good thing for him. But as I said earlier, if the person is virtuous and good and he is offering prayer in the dream in a sacred manner, so definitely it's good thing for him. But if someone is offering prayer without making ablution, and he knows in the dream that I am offering prayer but I haven't made ablution, or if someone offering prayer in a dirty environment, in a dirty condition, and if someone offering prayer opposite to the Qibla direction, so if someone is offering prayer in this condition, so it means that the person will encounter a big problem. He will face a big issue in his life. And Imam Ibn Sirin says that if a person is dreaming that he's offering prayer in the dream, so there is a possibility of his death. He may die soon. So these are the interpretations. So that if someone has this dream, so that's not good thing for him. That if someone sees a dream that he's offering prayer, so that's not good thing for him. And if someone is happy in the dream, that's not good thing for him. And if someone is giving prayer call in the dream, is calling for prayer, so that's not good thing for him. So in dream interpretation, many things work on contradiction.
All right, Mr. Gulfam, these are really shocking interpretations for me and for our audience as well. So we have a disclaimer that don't be overjoyed and happy with all the good dreams you have, because they can really have bad interpretations. And we are waiting in the comment box for your dreams that you have seen. Thank you so very much for watching this video.